Hello, this is Christina, and welcome back to Intuitive Lightwork. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. For some of you that may have been following along, I was doing weekly general readings for all viewers, but I've had to scale that a bit for myself. So I will be doing monthly general card readings for the foreseeable future, and I hope you'll be here to join me. I'm so happy to have you with me today. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and get started. And I have some Palo Santo here. We'll do a quick smudging just to clear the space and the energy. Also have some incense going, specific for prosperity and fortune. All right, there we go. Just smudge this space a little for all of you viewing, myself. Just clearing the energy, cleansing. I'm going to clear the deck. Very good. And place that there. And let it continue to burn as needed. Okay. Let's get started. So welcome the angels, spirits, and ancestors who guide us. Please show us what it is that the viewers need to see for the month of July 2024. We're grateful. Thank you. All right. Please show us what we need to see. Whoop. All right. A couple cards have jumped out here. I have Inescapable Bliss and Ruthless Compassion. Aha. So, give you a better view. There's Ruthless Compassion and Inescapable Bliss. There you have it. Beautiful. All right. And intuitively, before I even read these, what I'm picking up, or my intuition is telling me that in order for us to achieve this inescapable bliss, or a sense of bliss, that we truly have to be in a place of compassion. And in today's world, the only way to get to that is with a ruthless sense of concentration and focus. And it's really a practice, right? That compassion, to hold on to that space and that energy and not allow the negativity that surrounds us in so many areas of our lives to seep in and to influence us. And the more empathetic we are, sometimes the more challenging that can become. I was recently diagnosed as a highly sensitive person, which makes so much sense for my entire life. And as a result, creating those boundaries, or understanding what's mine and what is not emotionally when I'm connected around other people or in public spaces. It's taken me a long time to discover and understand and be okay with. And then to also view that as a gift rather than a weakness. But nonetheless, So the need for that ruthless compassion is truly a pathway to bliss, to joy. All right, so let's pause for a moment and let me see what the cards themselves, as has been defined by the designer, which, by the way, is Kelly Sullivan, Walden. And the name of this deck, the Oracle cards, is Luminous, Humanness. Just love this deck. All right, ruthless compassion. So it's easy enough to be friendly to one's friends, but to befriend the one who regards himself as your enemy is the quintessence of true religion. The other is mere business. Mahatma Gandhi. We can feel a deep sense of entitlement about the people, places, and things we love without realizing it. Because we value them, we can assume they should be in our lives forever or should act in a certain way. We can feel blindsided, betrayed when they change, show up in a way that conflicts with the script we have unconsciously written, or even if a loved one passes away. Call to mind someone you love who has challenged your ability to keep your heart open. Perhaps they behaved in an unkind, unconscious, or hurtful way. Buddhist traditions shines a light on the complexity of compassion. It suggests we practice fierce determination to behold the wholeness of the people in our lives and thus refrain from seeing them as broken or lacking, even if they've hurt or betrayed you. Come willing to behold this person, perhaps from afar, as the luminous version of themselves. The true them who is lucid, is responsible for their actions, apologizes for hurting you, and is even now beaming unconditional love toward you. If you can hold your attention on this version, even when there's compelling evidence to the contrary, you will be offering them, but mostly yourself, a great gift, a quantum leap toward true lucidity. Your mantra, should you choose to practice it, based on this card in the month of July: I see beyond the veil and revel in the blessings of each morsel of time I get with the ones I love, even those who challenge me. Beautiful. So as I reflect further on this ruthless compassion, there's an element here of acceptance, right? Accepting all beings for who they are, not what we think they should be. And by doing so, frees us. So as it said in the description here, in the definition of this, you'll be offering them, but mostly yourself, a gift. And it's that gift of freedom that's holding you. There's so much, even in my daily work, we have this practice or phrase of meeting the client where they are. And when you're able to do that with a client or any other human being, there's a degree of freedom in that, or complete freedom in that, if you can then accept it. It's when we don't accept it or push against it that creates turmoil, that creates anxiety, stress, anger, frustration. And we can let that go, leading us toward bliss. All right, so let's reflect on this. Inescapable bliss. I love how these two flow together. these 2 cards today. And for our month of July. So, Inescapable Bliss. Mudita, taking delight in the happiness of others, vicarious joy. When you wish good for others, good things come back to you. Buddha's teaching. Call to mind someone who's going through a challenge, someone in need of a moment, a day, a year, or a year of bliss. Imagine your prayer is answered, that this person is receiving the blessing you wish for them, and they are drinking it in, letting the bliss become them. Now become aware that this prayer is like doing a rain dance for someone who's been parched. The rain is for them, but you also get soaked with blessings. Who will receive your prayer for bliss today? So the mantra, when I wish bliss on someone else, without seeking to, I get drenched in its deluge. Beautiful. And once again, I love how the 2 of these flow together. So by coming to that place of acceptance, meeting someone where they are, accepting that, then the next step in that journey being to wish them whatever blessing it is that you wish for them, right? What is the thing that you might like to see differently? Assuming that it's with positive and healing intent, right? Not something negative here, certainly. Let's be clear on that. Because by doing that, you certainly are not going to have bliss rain down upon you either. But if we can be in that place of acceptance, wish them blessings. And this has to be very authentic, right? Not just words. You have to mean it. You have to believe it. Which can be really hard to do if you're in a challenging situation. But there have been various points in my life when I've been able to do that from my heart, authentically. It's amazing the freedom that creates for you. The joy, the bliss that allows back into your life. And then just by doing so, the blessings that'll come your way. Beautiful message for the month of July. And with some of the challenges that we're all facing in today's world, beautiful reminders, right, of finding that place of acceptance, meeting people where they are, accepting them for who and what they are, rejoicing in that, offer them blessings and bliss as they continue on their journey that may have absolutely nothing to do with us. And that's okay. All right. With that, thank you for joining me today. If this resonates, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I would be grateful if you would do so. I wish you all peace. And until next time, take good care. Walk in love.